Hello viewers, this is Coding Maverick and in today's video I will explain each and everything about basic program structure of FastAPI code. Viewers, this would be a short video in continuity of previous video. So let's start the show. First of all, starting from import section where FastAPI object is imported. Next, app is the application instance of FastAPI which will be used all over in our code. Now at the rate annotation is basically the decorator which tells FastAPI that the function below it would handle web requests. Like in our case, function is read_route. Views.get is standard method to request a page. Other methods may be .post, .put, .delete and so on. We will use all of them in subsequent videos. Over here backslash is the endpoint or route. It may also be like a backslash item or anything similar which tells where the page has to route. This is invoked through URL and subsequent function is executed against it. Now viewers, when we start UVCon server, by default it goes to /route and the function read_route is automatically called. Now read_route function returns a key value pair with key as message and its string value is hello FastAPI. Viewers, we may return anything in this function. We may call any other function inside it, or we may fetch some data from database and return it here, or anything as per our requirement. Viewers, in next video we will learn more about root endpoint, including path parameters and how to use query parameters in endpoint. Now start the UVCon server through UVCon app.main:app --reload command. Here main:app means import app from main.py and --reload is for development purposes where it auto reloads on file changes. For production environment you may omit reload flag. Viewers, now you can see that server has started with IP as 127.0.0.1 on port 8000. Now if you open the browser and type IP:port, you will see the message along with its string value as it was created in function read_route. Viewers, in next video we will learn more about root endpoint, including path parameters and how to use query parameters in endpoint. If you find this video helpful, do like it and subscribe my channel Coding Maverick for upcoming videos.